Welcome to the Igloo, a podcast that's basically nothing to do with its own title. We're a group of friends that get together every other weekend to discuss films or whatever else we feel like.
I thought from the beginning that it was going to crash and burn.
I expected it to fail from the start, I knew that from day one, but I was along for the ride.
Most of us had this sense of, this isn't going to last very long, this is going to go down in flames, but we'll see how it went. That was the feelings towards it.
They really thought that? So how did I come up with the Igloo? Well, this is an interesting story, so sit down, prepare yourself. One night, I was getting into bed, and unlike most people, most of my ideas come to me just before I sleep. It's a blessing and a curse. So anyway, I was trying to sleep, and all of a sudden it just came to my head what if I made a podcast, but I filmed it? Nobody's ever done that before. I'm a fucking genius. So I got out of bed at 3 a.m, dedication, and started writing up the design document for what would ultimately be the pilot episode of the Igloo.
Liam could not do this alone, so he drafted in 3 people to help. His girlfriend, Leah Tucker, as well as his friends from Amfish Productions, Callum Westcott and Owen Elkins. With his crew assembled, they went about creating the pilot.
I'm not going to sit here and lie and pretend that working on the pilot wasn't hell on earth.
If the organisation skills that was used on the pilot was used for D-Day, we'd all be speaking fucking German.
Due to the disastrous nature of the pilot, they switched to audio only moving forward.
This is episode 2, and the date today is the 3rd of October.
In terms of the switch to audio only, when I first heard the news, I was very positive. Around the time I was currently on the run, not from the government, but from a local savers.
I was actually very, very supportive of it because I didn't need to do my makeup. I didn't need to look nice when everyone came. I just could sit there barefaced. I didn't need to get dressed. I wore my pajamas. It was great.
We switched to audio only, and to be entirely honest, I think we were doomed from that moment.
On episode 14, the remnants of the original format was stripped from the podcast completely.
We've dropped the pretense of being about films, and we're just a podcast now.
Well, I enjoyed losing the format. I never wanted the format in the first place. I just wanted it to be chaotic.
Well, I didn't really think it mattered all that much, but apparently it did, so. Things continued to decline as the scheduling became inconsistent, changing from fortnightly to monthly to bi-monthly. The reason why the scheduling became so inconsistent for the episodes of the Igloo was the fact that everybody had lives.
They were like, oh, we've got lives. Oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I'm at uni, I can't attend.
Liam Barker specifically, I don't think he took them very well. He didn't take the changes very well.
How did you take those changes?
Why would you ask me that?
That psycho, man. He kept on messaging me. I'm in university, what am I supposed to do?
I wake up because there's a noise. So I turn over and there's Liam at his desk with the microphone in front of him. And I shit you not, he was conducting a mini episode of the Igloo on his own, and he was doing everybody's voices.
Of course I took the changes fine. I mean, why would I?
When asked who was to blame, the cast had this to say. The person to blame for the Igloo's demise is Liam, hands down, it was his fault.
Liam, I'm sorry, man, if you ever see this, it's your fault.
So everyone blames me. Well, you know what? I was working with a bunch of unprofessional people, and I did my best. And you know what? I'm done. I don't want to be in this documentary anymore.
No, sit down.
In terms of the Igloo's demise, I think overall, I've kind of alluded to this whole interview, it would probably have to be with that Liam Barker. Owen? You psycho!